Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine read, Twin Flame, for you today as usual, and I'm going to get right to it in a minute. Just want to touch base again on a few energies for the Divine Feminine from yesterday. Today is June 27th, 2019. The 27 is the Ace of Wands, the new passion, which is very much, again, after yesterday, a theme of the read today for the masculine. And that 27 is 9, but the card is the Ace of Flames. The day adds up to, which, that's rebirth, 9 and 1, so pretty cool there. And then the day adds up to the 44-8 today, which is that big number of the 4 of Cups, of Atlas, the weight of the world on your shoulders, the mastering and grounding and integrating of us. Of course, they're both 8s again, and 8's all about inner strength and outer strength, balancing, staying at 0 point, and the greater manifestations of manifesting your dreams on this plane. So just some of the messages that came through from the feminine read, which was done yesterday afternoon for 40 to 41. The googly eyes came up again, as well as the King of Pentacles. And the 8 was very significant here. Strength in aiding the High Priestess, human, taking the high road for change, marriage, or the Hierophant, which can be God, the King of Pentacles, and then EO was coming up, and music, around music. So EO, by the way, a bunch of things came up, but what stuck out to me was 8 ones, as in $1 bills, 8 ones. So EO for 8 ones, and then I was getting music as the theme of the coding, and then I was getting ELO, right? The space between the words. So E and O, the space between was L for love. ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, but also the 8 light ones. So that may be a new nickname for the twins, actually, coming in here, and Spirit's connecting with me. The 8, or the self-integration of the Divine Masculine and Feminine, staying at 0 point, or Leo or ego, may aid to hypnotize in taking the high road. The God, the Master of crystals, mastering your abilities to manifest, which is very much about the 8 ones, and music, ELO. Also, the numbers for the feminine coming up yesterday were 33 and 55, as well as the sequence 2 through 8. And it looks like now, every time I do the cards, there's a sequence right in the row of the numbers being, 1 through 5, 2 through 7 or 8. But all of those numbers right in a row. So we're like into the new cycle already, which is great news. This one was 2 through 7. 35 for Mary Magdalene also came up, the Wounded Warrior, the Truth, the King of Wands, 23, 34, 45, 56, and 67, which will come up a lot now, and 78. 243 also came up for the Divine Feminine, and the number 28 of the twins as I started the read. Oh, by the way, something else that's kind of interesting is that yesterday for the feminine, the Emperor was upright and the Empress reversed, and today for the masculine, it's the other way around. The Emperor is reversed and the Empress is upright. So as we get into the masculine read, again, it's June 27th, and the day adds up today. I'm sorry, I gave you the 8s from yesterday. The day adds up today to 9. So the 27 of the Ace of Wands, but the 45, not the 44 because that was yesterday. The 45 is 9, the 5 of Cups. That's time to let go of the baton, to go from the 3rd to the 4th leg of the race, letting go of the old to accept the new, and it also can be related to grief, sadness, loss, and regret. And also the 9s for me are the opening of the 8. So the 8 is the closed circuit of the Divine Feminine, Masculine, the integration of Divine Masculine and Feminine within and staying at 0 point and centered. But the 9 then opens up one link in order to connect to the next. So the next cycle, 1 through 9. So for the masculine today, this Thursday of 9s, which is all about endings, selflessness, and compassion, it was done at 9:04. And I was told at the beginning of this journey by someone who channels Saint Germain that 9, 4, and 14 were my lucky numbers. So 904 comes up, and 9 is the Hermit, and 4 is the Emperor, which I told you before. The twins often come up as that, the Emperor and the Hermit. Also, there were no majors today, so it's all in the Divine Masculine's hands. There's no guidance, not major guidance anyway. There were some major arcana just before the read, which were Abundance, which is the Empress, and Solar Deity, which is the Sun. So very much about you are the sunshine of my life. And the cards were 4 Wands, 1 Pentacle, and 5 Swords. So very much in his head today, there was 1 Cup. The only court cards were the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, so very much about small communications, messages, or kids. And the numbers and code line were all around forgiveness. A lot of big numbers here, doubles for the masculine. We had triple ones, 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 6, and 10, 10, all in the read. So the numbers that came up on the code line added up to 59, which is the 5 of Swords, which is in his crowning space there, very much in his head, circling around in brain wars. 3, 46, 1 and 6, 23, the King of Wands, 111 came up, 33, 55, 66, and 10, 10, like I told you, but 13 of the transition card, the Death, 35 of the Wounded Warrior, Mary Magdalene, which I just said, from yesterday, and then 56 as well, which is the 2 of Swords, the being in your knowing, the floating on air in this deck, the Sirian Starseed. Just a quick mention, because I don't say it every day, the other decks are the Mini Rider-Waite, as well as the Golden Universal and the Gilded Tarot, as well as the Tarot Sexual Magic, Romance Angels, and the Numerology deck, as well as the Sirian Starseed deck. I have to fix these here, they're falling away. I'm sorry, actually he was over here, sorry. Okay. So, the code line here, all about forgiveness, has to do with, definitely the Empress was coming up here again, as well as the Ace of Flames. We're definitely in the code line. Effing your thoughts were coming up, as well as Forbes, the Forbes 500, as well as 3/4, or in other words, going from the 3rd to the 4th leg of the race. 3/4 there. But past that, actually, it's just letting go of the baton to get to the 4th leg. Also can be, 3/4 also can represent 25, 25, 25. So if that relates to anyone there, that's for you. So 3 comes up as 3 souls, or the Empress, or 3/4 of love or lovers, or the Sophia, the collective feminine consciousness, the 6, the lovers, the mother energy, seeing the key, seeing the flame of the lovers. And like I said, F thoughts, F the thoughts, and just go into forgiveness, okay? So the masculine's roaming around in his head today, and he just needs to let go and forgive whatever, himself, others around him, his twin, whatever needs forgiveness. The Empress and the Emperor, the Empress and the Emperor lovers see the key and seek passion and creativity through the Sophia 9, which is the feminine collective consciousness, the F, the thought, and move to another F, forgiveness. So F was another big theme today. The Empress's soul, the expression of 46, the children in the garden, seek the divine feminine. The energy times 2, energy, passionate energy, lovers, Forbes, and again, F the orbs, and forgive. 3 is so 3/4 of the lovers. The 3-legged race is nothing compared to 2 in the garden as 1 flame, love. F the orbs and forgive. Let go of the 3rd leg and pass the baton, chariots of fire, 4th leg of the race. The new way, the new world, the world that's full of hope for you and me. And that's from Romeo and Juliet. The world is full of hope for you and me. Okay, and then yesterday, or not yesterday, but the day before, I was in New Hope. So then we end here with New Hope. So missing in the numbers, the 8 and 9, flip it around to 98. Flip the switch. 89 is cold. 98 is human temperature. The flame, the focus at present, which is the present. The journeyman, jealous, insincere, and not offering love to third party in allowing gossip and overindulgences, taking others down before they get him. Standing in your truth so strong, Divine Masculine, that boundaries become blocks, not safety nets like the helicopter pad. Journey forward, journeyman, with support of abundance, the sun, exposure, energy, and 1 of 3 cups. Third party is you, 1 magician, 2 high priestess, and 3 abundance of the third energy. Exposing the emperor reversed, possibly taking bribes in the past, or the Knight of Pentacles reversed, could possibly be stubborn, refusing to work, or just being still, or just refusing to move, or paying the emperor, and or offering something to him to block him from going out on his own. The emperor might be trying to block him, but also the emperor could be blocking, hanging a shingle over the so-called happy home, rest in 5D. So someone might try to be blocking the masculine from going on his own and leaving them in the lurch, basically. Or it's possible that this emperor could have passed away as well, or a choice of the Knight of Pentacles to go back to work for an emperor reversed, or unhappy home on his own. The emperor with negative exposure, not expressing his feelings, exchange held back, unhappy family emotions, or end of emotional cycle, and resting, connecting in 5D. Giving family business, or giving up family business, or putting it to rest, hasn't been expressing his general unhappiness with family situation, wanting a move, or more of a simple life and nature. Family pulled the rug from beneath his feet, taking him down. God rest in peace. So definitely someone may have passed away here, but it's not happening. It already happened. The emperor reversed, so it could be an emperor or father figure or a boss or an uncle, anyone older or in power. The empress upright, but the empress reversed, if they are here, and the emperor reversed can be the masculine, or it can be his alter ego, or it could be someone separate from him. The Page of Pentacles can very much be him. The emperor reversed out of control, clinging to not changing, or already past, news or word out at work that the emperor is dead, and that could just be his alter ego that's passed, or announcements of services or new life at work. And that was at 9:39, which is the Hermit and the Knight of Cups, offering love. Red boots, not hoofing it anymore. Child or news. Child or news of adult child clinging to status of the business. So that could be a karmic partner or a child. And red boots definitely comes up as the karmic very often. Or news of Grim Reaper no longer part of the business or creative venture. Give relationship a chance came up for the masculine, but beneath that was express your love first, and then give relationship a chance. Showing muscle, flirting a bit, keeping it light as opposed to going into the long, heavy story. The Knight of Pentacles, whose energy begins as reversed, not sure if it stays that way the whole time, but it definitely started out the read that way. I'm trying to remember where that was. Actually, it ends the read as the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and it could have started upright. It could be both ways, but that's typically Virgo energy, but it can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but the Hermit is reversed in this read, so that's more of the negative Virgo energy. But the Knight of Pentacles comes in to offer freedom, or not, to the King of Pentacles, or refusing to work for the King of Pentacles, or a friend or child of Superman chases down the Fool to offer something practical or a small token, or the King of Pentacles himself offering an olive branch, a small something to keep the Divine Feminine from running away before he's able to wrap things up, or taking her clothes off for someone else. He may not be able to deal with thinking of that, or dealing with promiscuous teens in need of saving still. So he needs some time before he comes forward. so maybe worried about the divine feminine walking away. Or karmic may be coming up here as conceited and showing off their power by offering divine feminine money to go away from the King of Pentacles, stop tempting him, or a child trying to keep their parents together, asking the divine feminine to go away, or offering a healthy alternative. Divine masculine may offer some work or something else practical, walking a fine line with snake at his feet, waiting for him to trip up. Or karmic is showing off muscles or their body in public. Doesn't have to be a karmic, but I was definitely getting it that way. Pulling his hair and proving to all that she owns him. He can't resist her sex. Once she turns on the charm, they always end up in bed, she says. Why would he want that divine feminine? I'm so much better looking than she. Better body, better face, more popular, more established, richer, whatever the case. Whatever superficial means she can use to make her case, even the children. Displaying what things in them between her and the masculine matches, wearing sacred sex cuff to prove to others that she's the twin, or superwoman at least. Garter and all, showing lots of leg, slits to the nines, and some flashing butt to all who will look, some the extreme opposite to show what a lady they are, but all for appearances and show, not being authentic to who they really are. And then perseverance comes up as number 4. 66 underneath that is healing, which is the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of the Emperor. Blue and green are definitely pronounced here in the colors, heart and throat, and healing. So speaking up your authentic self to heal both your throat and your heart chakras. Over the loss and coming clean, the divine masculine spending some family money or savings to fix things up at work. Or it's raining money. It's raining men also came up. It's raining money all of a sudden. Buried treasure found or unearthed. What someone was hiding in the rafters or attic. And then I was getting in the attic. So I looked it up to see what it was because I thought there was an old movie, something in the attic. And I guess there's multiple movies that have something in the attic. But literally in the attic came up. But even more so was a new movie is coming out in September called Man in the Attic. So that was pretty cool. And also coming up around that was the card in the gilded deck with the 8 of Pentacles, where it's the boy studying or working into the night with the mouse, like Michael Jackson's song Ben, his friend. So Ben also came up here, and Man in the Attic, and that could definitely reference to Mice in the Attic, by Constantine Vanopoulos, coming soon. That's September 19th, 2019. That movie's coming out, which is funny because Constantine is my father's first name with a C. The Man We Keep. It's just loosely representing what they were talking about, the movie. The man we keep and show to the world, and the one that's forgotten, the memories in the attic. Releasing pent-up old energies, cobwebs, and the stale, to freeze the energies regarding abundance and wealth, money, business, and work, associated with loneliness, schooling, and legacy, royal lineage, royal pain in the ass, keeping up appearances, and this was all at 10:10 right here. As I turn the page, and that's double wheel of fortune, right? A double whammy of good luck. As I turn the page, it went to 10:11. And then I'm getting 10, 11, 12, which is the end of the cycle, the higher octaves. So that's definitely double abundance. But coming up with keeping appearances intact in those superficialities. Fleur-de-lis burgundy, elitism and snobbery, unworthy. Were. So when you have this kind of energy around, the elitism and the snobbery, we're unworthy than another, or we're more worthy than another of the good things in life. So the elite feeling they're more worthy than anyone else, and made to feel small, coming from a regular or poor family, no matter what name you make for yourself, always identifying with the family of origin. And by the way, the underlying energies were only Leo reversed, Taurus reversed, and Pisces reversed energies. The intelligent, the rich, the historic were the noble, right? Amongst the grass and mold, a treasure will unfold. It falls into your lap out of nowhere. The turtle discovers a gem, or turtle can't see it right in front of their face because the turtle is inflexible, with the hard shell prevents them from bending to look beyond the blinders. There's a cute character, and that may be acute as well. There's a cute character there too that comes with the gift, not at all like a green turtle, but always smiles and is a good listener and doesn't take wealth so seriously, just goes with it and doesn't fall out when they spend, all very naturally to them. Finally able to let go of sneakiness and half-truths and praying so long, finally coming clean as door to abundance, sky opens wide. It's rain and men's, this comes up again, and then I was getting Washington, Ben, so Ben comes up again, Hamilton, Lincoln, Grant, and from Marshu.com was generally life of a $1 bill is 22 months, the Fool. 45%, which is the day, adds up to 45. 45% of all currency produced is the $1. There's no more Jackson. As of April 2016, Harriet Tubman's on the $20 bill, and she's born in 1822. Again, the Fool. And she was associated with the Underground Railroad. So Underground Railroad is much like the attic, the things that are put away and hidden away from the world. The 500 is William McKinley, which is funny because the water glass I have on the table that you can't see, literally has McKinley Tavern on it. And $1,000 bill is Grover Cleveland. And there is a bill, the most valuable $1,000 bill is the Grand Watermelon Bill. 5,000 is James Madison, 100,000 Salmon P. Chase, and it was 10,000, and 100,000 is Woodrow Wilson. The $1 million bill does not exist. It's only promotional. Looking at the past loss of money or living in the past losses, no resting and meditating to give relationship a chance without having to save anyone or anything, only persevering. No need to be the superhero, since superhero aligns with victim that requires savings. So recently, we'll go into in just a minute, but I'm going to show you the cards first so you see all the positions. So just give me a moment here. All right, so we have here on the table the underlying energy is that 3 of Wands. In the recent past here, which you can't see, is the 5 of Crystals. And the 5 of Crystals energy, though, is definitely reversed energy here, okay? And in this deck, it's about, 5 of Crystals is very much about being apart from the crowd in isolation. And then we go over here to the foundation, which is the 4 of Chalices or 4 of Cups. And that's the 4 of Swords underneath there, okay, with the Queen of Cups reversed. Then in the center, we have the Seeker of Orbs or the Page of Swords. And you see he's trying to peek through that hole to get his little bit of truth out. And the challenge being that Ace of Wands, which is ×2 you see there, is definitely upright energy today. So as we go up to what's crowning is that 5 of Swords or 5 of Orbs, definitely the brain wars. That's upright today. And here's the other clarifiers around it, okay? So then we go into the near future and we have the Ace of Orbs, but that Ace of Swords is reversed in the read today. So getting to the truth with the lies, pulling the sword from the stone to get to it. And then the masculine sees himself, and you see all those romance cards, 2 sections of cards came up from romance angels. You see there's codependency, deception, and children and finances, which is interesting because children and finances both say that they're obstacles because they're affecting your love life. And then the next section was very soon, past life relationship and release your ex. So he sees himself as that 6 of Orbs or the 6 of Swords, finding peace. And around him is that masked boy with the burning flame, the Page of Wands, who's reversed in this read. What he needs to clear as far as blocks is the 6 of Flames, which is upright here. And then the 7 of Swords or the 7 of Orbs in this read, or this deck, which is the downloads coming in. Okay, and that's upright energy. After that was the Two of Orbs above that, and then the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Ten of Pentacles was upright, but the Ten of Cups came up as reversed energy. So the read ends on the Six of Cups there, the children in the garden, and the after read stuff is just that blurb right there. Okay? So, as we get more into the read, recently there's recovery from a lot of crap. Crapola. Staking claim to dark past, trunk of the patriarchal tree, overindulgence to keep the little man down in loss, grief, sadness, regret, unable to let go of the three-legged race, or now sudden epiphanies, or drama that goes with it. So Taurus reversed and Scorpio reversed both came up here. There's a new life offer in the past, or to go back to the past as the King of Pentacles, but the King of Wands is reversed and the Hierophant is reversed. Tripped up due to juggling too, or doing too much, or the King of Wands is too tired to go on with the bullshit of the old contracts, commitments, family traditions, what society expects, and now breaking those patterns, spiritual and more relaxed, and recovering. And I went to write was and what came up, but was offer from the past actually real? And then what Spirit made me write was what offer from the past was actually real? Did he miss an opportunity out of arrogance, cutting off his nose to spite his face? As we turn the page, it's 1143, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups, the coming together. But the Three of Cups was definitely reversed in this read, which is about third parties. It can be gossip and can be overindulgences and not being social or over-socializing. But the foundation here, and by the way, that Leo reverse comes up here, the foundation being starting over in love, no longer bored or grounding and integrating, weakness and defensiveness to energies coming in. So may need to just, sit tight with all these energies coming in. The masculines may be having just as hard a time with the energies as the feminine. Resting head to head with the Queen of Cups reversed from another universe, the mermaid who longs for him. By the way, the King of Pentacles upright and the Emperor is reversed. So if they're the same person, it's two aspects of his personality, but they can definitely be two different people, the King of Pentacles upright and the Emperor reversed. As far as the pages, the Swords and Pentacles were upright, the Wands and Cups were reversed, and the Ace of Swords and Cups were reversed, but the Ace of Wands and Pentacles were upright. So centrally, the Seeker of Orb, there's a small message, news, child of light, trying to get through, small portal to get to you. Excalibur pulled from the stone, but then energies are too much for him, zonking him out. Capricorn reverse comes up here, Pisces upright and reversed, and Libra upright come up in this section. The Ace of Swords and Cups reversed here. There's no truth, no love, no source energy. Student of gold coin, detoxing a little bit of truth, news, child out of the mouths of babes, not choosing dark past and Akashics. There's no option but the divine feminine and starting again. The 5D world, challenged by new passion for secret, high priestess, psychic abilities or intuition, third energy, third energy shared, and karmic siphoning, as third party is in the way, drinking and potion maker to control narcissistic marriage, and then I was getting mirage right after that. End of family cycle, unhappiness and rejecting the Queen of Wands reversed, or just unhappy with spoiled brat, as destiny presents King of Cups reversed, emotionally detached from touching everyone's ass in clinging to business partnership, but the King and Queen of Pentacles with savings is all there is to that relationship. She is cold to him, no love, hung up on wanting to start over, but the King of Cups reversed is emotionally detached, and she can't have her wish. 9 and 10 of Cups are both reversed here. Can't have love unless you're both willing to make an effort. So now for the masculine, crowning is brain wars again. Legacy was sovereign in heartbreak and separation. Death of legacy, sovereign on journey with attention and heartbreak and separation, used in work, but money draining. Circling in his mind, looking back at the patience of an angel, and he killed it, for money and family legacy, for success and attention. Third party, or party of three, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, with children or at work, the three musketeers. So Scorpio upright, Sag upright, Gemini reversed, and Pisces upright all came up here. So hanging out in limbo and being wise, fearing rejection if he offers something, and kids or karmic may be trying to control him. And alcohol may be involved. And here in this section is Aquarius upright, Scorpio reversed, Taurus reversed, and Pisces upright and reversed. A judge was good to the divine masculine, possibly due to narcissistic old man or marriage and his lily white fantasies, and grim reaper who helps others, detached for business purposes and about to drop dead if he doesn't get some rest away from the Queen of Pentacles partner, and controlling mother or mother-in-law or boss, while hung up waiting for High Priestess to present keys, or Kundalini Empress with keys and downloads offered. At 11:23, which is Justice in the King of Wands, the King of Wands comes up exhausted by all the women surrounding him at work and at home. As we turn the page, it's still 11:23 of Justice and the King of Wands. And now the energies coming up here are Aquarius upright and Libra upright. So soon, the Ace of Orbs is reversed. All right, that truth is reversed. Masculine may feel he's destined to school the goose flapping and standing up for sovereign. And that could be standing up for the divine feminine or for one of his children, or a need for clarity or split or the truth. Confession of dreams or Aquarius breakup, disconnect, not seeing eye to eye, uninspired or frustrated by a mother or empress out of prison or released from his emotional detachment in a breakup. Cutting out the crap, BS, and cutting to the chase to disconnect. He is seeing himself as the Six of Orbs, and it is upright, finding peace or finding a peaceful place in emotions. The Empress stopped crying or purging or being stressed enough in a bold move to pay out or settle out and rebalance. Masculine may be unhappy alone, but will recover with help from church, friend, or family, or on his own. The Romance Angels cards that came up here were codependency, deception, that someone's wearing a mask, the children, that they are affecting your love life, finances and career, they are affecting your love life, and Taurus upright and Cancer upright come up here. One may have loaned or given the divine masculine some money, this Taurus or Cancer person, and very soon also comes up with past life relationship and to release your ex for the masculine, that the time has come to clear your energy. Around him, or how he is seen, is Virgo reversed and Aquarius upright. Mass boy with flames, released from scam or others taking from him. As my voice goes away, divine masculine looking for guidance from above, or announcements or final judgments to come in, holding up until then to come out with only one option, moving forward, twin, but must get on his feet. Clear blocks of getting success, masculine, and attention, purging, crying, and being dumped or dumping syndrome, or losing love is draining or causes illness, that kids are draining and not loving due to their world being turned around. Having success and attention and good news, but the masculine feeling, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Okay, so that was coming up for the masculine. So he needs to learn to be happy on his own, just like the feminine had to learn, despite their longing for the other. The lower back pain comes up, as well as the right hip. Seeing synchronicities, offerings, and radiation in what the Queen of Swords says or presents. And then presence came up again. Leo reversed and Pisces reversed is here. Clear blocks, divine masculine, about needing to save the day. They are energy vampires, and when I went to write vampires, Spirit wrote vamps, and pipes instead. And pipes has to do with someone with big pipes who has a loud voice. So vamps and pipes came up as the energy vampires, draining you or draining your love light so they don't have to work on their own emotions, their own authentic self-expression, clinging to you to do everything for them so they don't have to. And 1144 came up here, Justice and that Four of Cups, mastering, grounding, and integrating. Okay. Then from the numerology deck, forgiveness came up, like I said in the beginning, but even more so, patience, love partnership, spiritual career, parenting, and moderation. Detoxing energy vampires, siphons of third energy for a new life. A thief may be released from prison, and divine masculine only coming outside now with energetic protection around him. So he might be learning to do that stuff. Receiving downloads, starting over detached, hanging out to dump emotional attachments that don't serve, the Empress with lovebird staff, the High Priestess with keys to his path. Needing to find happiness with self, those in their knowing walk away if the King of Swords presents not in his truth, negative or still needing to know the facts before moving in or moving on. Downloads to floating on air in legacy and emotional happiness, or a need to know with legacy and unhappy family, emotional fulfillment, or no emotional fulfillment with the unhappy family. And then all of a sudden, he turns the beat around. Okay, so that came up. Turn it upside down. Okay, I'm trying to think of the tune and the words. But turn the beat around just came up at the very end there for the masculine. And we turn the page, it's 1156. 11 is justice, and the Two of Swords is being in your knowing and not needing to know the facts anymore. So right around, he turns the beat around at the last minute, offered money for home or a new life for union, gold coin, the High Priestess, secret, psychic knowing, intuition, and children in the Garden of Eden. And then Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie came up. The wounded warrior is clear about the quest for the impossible dream. Grief and loss and regret, justice, divorce, judge, court, Libra reaping rewards of one's passion. The third energy, flame, stubborn, still, not working, refusing to move until announcement is made, or holding tongue until he finds a peaceful place, or a peaceful place to move to. Taking a leap away from an old lover or breakup from those who refuse to express their feelings, not working for him. Deception or not working through the new moon, uninspired and are frustrated in the aftermath or avoiding magician embodiment. But now he has arrived. Major manifestation with a wave of his DNA or magic wand, stick, third energy grip. So the major points to the read are seeking the truth in the middle of the read, and the challenge being the passion, the flame, the third energy, creation. Present to flame, alone or no longer. Present to flame and done grounding and integrating. Found peaceful place, frustrated in recovery with message or news or child talking. The challenge being the new passion, to cut through the BS and cut to the chase and get to the truth of the journey man, milling it over and over in his head about scam, theft, gypsies, tramps, liars, and cheaters, receiving, allowing 2 downloads plus a third for honorable mention. Clear on money and family situation, ending family emotional cycle to start new life with twin in union. Presently recovering to start over with a message or word, but afraid of the power of his passion, finding peace, cutting to the chase. The mass boy with burning desire gets attention on journey for passing on downloads, clearly his legacy of the Holy Grail. 1 cup, new life in union with intuitive twins or High Priestess and kids. And this read ends at 12:12. 2 hanged men, or 2 hanged people. Okay, so that was your read. And should I or shouldn't I pull a card or 2 for you? Where are we? We're at 39. 39. Look at that. 2 Knights of Cups offering their love to the world. Let me get my thingy here. And I will, again, like I did yesterday, I'll pull from the Rider-Waite, see what comes up, just to sum things up now that it's later today. What time is it? It is now 1:14. 1 of the Magician and 14 of the Temperance card, the Angels, taking one step at a time. So the coming together process isn't for everyone going to come together all at once. There may be steps to take, but the masculines will be reaching out, especially in July. July, August, September, and October are very big months here for coming together. There definitely should be a lot of communication in July. I keep getting tons of 7s as it's a big time in this transition here. All right. And I'm sure you guys are all feeling it. You feel the transition every time you go through a new cycle. You feel it every quarter, but even more so at the eclipses. Because each eclipse season is a major change in upgrades of your abilities or your situation or your knowingness about the situation, and you're having faith in it. And I know you all feel it. You know you're not in the same place you were a year ago, let alone 2 or 3. So you know it's here. You know it's in you. All right? If you're a twin, you all know that you know. There's no question there. All right, so take a deep breath. It is June 27, 2019 for the Divine Masculine and also for everyone watching. What is the message here? What is the message for everyone watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned? What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? So we have the Strength card coming out. All right, so it's all about being strong, tempering your inner beast, and letting go of the ego. Just allowing your natural strength to come through. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles, offering a new life. 8 can actually represent Lionsgate as well, very much so, as a gold coin is being offered here with that Ace of Pentacles. Then we have Justice Reverse coming out. Okay, so that's very much about unfairness, injustice, or just court cases or divorces incomplete at this time. It looks like someone's offering money to divorce, and that could actually be a Leo offering to pay for a divorce because they want a new life. And then we have the 6 of Swords, finding peace, for the King of Cups, upright. And check it out, Queen of Cups, how perfect. Because the King of Cups and the Reeve is coming up detached with the Karmic. Because they're detached emotionally from them. But now the King and Queen of Cups are coming up upright in a peaceful place. And then we have, look at that. Someone's no longer single. Or someone's not in their power and spending too much money. Or losing their power, money, and independence. But that definitely could be in a good way. Or it could be a child who's irritated with the twins coming together. Or if the King and Queen of Pentacles are parents or someone else, they could be with a child who just spends too much or is not independent at all. We have the Emperor upright here, along with the Judgment. So final decisions are coming down as well as announcements to everyone. And don't forget, the Emperor can always be God, because the only person who's got total control, is Source. So, oh, look at that with the light. I love that. The Queen of Swords there with her light. And speaking her truth. Those are the announcements coming through of healing and end of separations and heartbreak. Okay? Lighting the way. Okay? So there still may be some thoughts that people need to get rid of. All right? Wrapping your head around this, I'm just getting now. So the feminines may need to wrap their head around the fact that this is actually coming true. That's what I'm getting from that. Not so much that it's the old thoughts of imprisonment. Is this by itself? All right, so these cards are coming out together. Let's see what we have. Then we have 3 cards coming out together the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune upright, coming out together. So very much about coming together. This definitely could be coming together in union, a creative project with the third energy, resting and meditating, coming together in 5D, and the Wheel of Fortune, which is destiny and fate. And here in this card, the Sphinx schooling the goose. I don't know if you can see it up there. Sorry. I'm holding the deck with my other hand. Hold on. Let me just see what else comes out. So you see the Sphinx there in this card? Schooling the goose? Well, he looks different than the other deck that I usually get. Here, the Sphinx is more kind of, doesn't give a crap about it anymore. He's kind of looking away. Before in the other deck, the Sphinx is really, you know, being the teacher that's schooling the bad kid. And here he's kind of like, yeah, whatever, which is good. So this is beautiful, these three cards together. And then we have, here we have a Queen of Pentacles, a King of Wands, and the Two Pentacles. So this could be another aspect of the twins in work, or it could be the Karmics finding their own journeys and now juggling in the journey, or it could just be, like I said, it could be anyone coming together in a positive way. They're both upright and balancing, doing the dance. Okay, so that's really beautiful. It could be that the King and the Queen of Cups can be the twins, but they can also be other couples or parents finding peace in a divorce or injustice. But it could definitely be the twins coming together finally. But this could be the day-to-day aspect of the twins, is the Queen of Pentacles and the Man of Passion doing the dance, right? Giving the energies back and forth. So neither one gets to any extreme too much, in order for both of them to get their wish and have their sovereign happiness, their emotional fulfillment. Right? They don't have to be identical like the King and Queen of Cups. They can be their own person in their work, and yet some will work together and some may not. Okay? And sometimes there'll be a little loss of hope again, or a little bit of depression, and that's when you go back to mastering, grounding, and integrating again. No problem. And may still be dealing this year with end of family issues and kids, and students learning all about the gold coin, about energy work. Okay, so that may be for the twins in dealing with kids and family, how you begin your business of working with people's energies by teaching them. Okay, and then if you fall out of your intuition, or the secrets come out, or this is just the secrets out about the Divine Feminine, the Sealed Divine Feminine on her journey with 2 strands of DNA, 1 in each hand, okay, twirling the baton in the marching band, marching to the beat of her own drum. And when falling out of intuition, she just gets right back up on the horse again and goes around and around in circular motion like the energy waves. Sometimes you have to come down and overlap below in order to come back and get momentum to go up again. So no fears with all of that, you guys. These are really positive energies. And even more coming out. There's a few more that want to come out. I think that's the end of it. Yep. All right. So I'll get to that in a second. So, and even for the masculine, right, when he goes back to his old ways of not wanting to give love or being in negative self-talk, right, not being in his truth, then it's okay, because we have patience and angelic energy. We balance. We take one step at a time in union as we find our inspiration again to work together, hand in hand. We give each other a lift back and forth to help each other expand and also help the children. Be patient with them. The Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, inspired and moving forward, the humble servants. So the kids in the relationship may actually knock the masculine off at times, right? Because the energies are so strong. So that may be challenging at times for the feminine as well. But this is where we end the read. The last card out, the Six of Cups. The Garden of Eden. How beautiful is that? So I really love that. I want to show you the underlying energy from the deck where we finished. All right, so the underlying energy was the Six of Wands reversed. And that just has to do with starting from zero, basically, to get back up on the horse again for the masculine, right? After going through all this. So this is the underlying energies here. So in coming together with others, right, in the social scene, may have had to deal with being the wounded warrior for a while, detoxing bad energies, seeing synchronicities and feeling like a failure in having failed with a relationship or a business, but getting right back up on the horse again. That was just the underlying energies after. And there's the Hierophant reversed is here before that stuff. So it's all about breaks in contracts, divorces, all of the old, and then having gone through this now to get back up on the horse again, which has been a major theme. That's definitely come up several times this week, getting back up on the horse, back in the saddle again. Okay, so make sure you drink your water and get your rest. It's been a little tough to get rest this week, but you can do it. No problem. Just make sure you keep your energy up and smile, laugh, have fun, go out, be you, be authentic, no worries. No worries. Be happy. And don't forget, it's just all love. There's no complications here. Just rise and be love, guys. That's it. Bye.